What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and welcome to another episode of Short Circuit Sports, the channel that brings you major coverage of the sports world from a fan's perspective. It has been a minute since I have been on here, but we are officially back with another episode. This one primarily about NFL free agency and the major action-packed day that we had today. For those of you that do not know, a total of 6 moves officially happened, with one of those being a retirement. So stay tuned for more. If you are not currently subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like this episode, turn on your notifications. The whole thing would really help me out, would also really help out the channel, and I would love to talk to more of you guys on a week-to-week basis. So with that being said, stay plugged in, stay charged up, and let's get into it. So starting off, we had a major shocking trade that occurred last night in the NFL. Star wide receiver Keenan Allen of the Los Angeles Chargers was officially traded to the Chicago Bears for a 4th-round draft pick. Now, if you have any friends that are Charger fans, please check in on them, because I am sure they are devastated and heartbroken having seen a major fan favorite, but also one of the franchise's premier receivers in history officially gone. Of all the players that are on this list that ended up going to another team, this is the one player that I thought was going to retire with the team that drafted him, and unfortunately the NFL is a business and Keenan Allen is a casualty of that. The Chargers did ask Keenan if he could take a pay cut, and Keenan ended up saying no, and this was the result of that. The Chargers ended up keeping Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa after restructuring their contracts this past offseason. They did release Mike Williams about a day ago, and now Keenan Allen is officially a Chicago Bear. On the flip side of that coin, it really does look like the Bears are gearing up to draft Caleb Williams with that 1st overall pick. They are beefing up their offense. They made a lot of moves in free agency, mostly around the offensive perspective, and it is really hard for me to see them doing this for Justin Fields. I think they end up reloading, and worst case scenario, they end up cutting Justin Fields because they are currently not able to find a trade partner for him. We will wait and see what happens with that 1st overall pick for the Bears, but just an overall shocking development in the NFL with Keenan Allen going to the Chicago Bears. That's going to look interesting. Moving on, the Kansas City Chiefs ended up signing Marquise Hollywood Brown, formerly of the Arizona Cardinals, to a 1-year contract. Not a whole lot to say about this. Marquise Brown goes from Kyler Murray, who is a good quarterback in his own right, but very injury prone, coming off of a major injury. He did play very well at the end of last season, but now you get to go to a much more reliable situation and a much more proven environment with Andy Reid as your head coach and Patrick Mahomes as the guy that's throwing to you. I think Marquise Brown vastly improved his situation, and I mean, we saw what Patrick Mahomes was able to do without Tyreek Hill, and now he gets one of the premier receivers in the NFL. Very underrated signing here by the Kansas City Chiefs. Moving on, we officially got a retirement here in the NFL. Star defensive tackle, future Hall of Famer Aaron Donald has officially called it quits. He was the 2014 NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. He officially finished as a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, 8-time first-team All-Pro, and he was also a part of the NFL's 2010 All-Decade Team. And, oh yeah, by the way, he was a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, which is tied for the most all-time with little known names known as J.J. Watt and Lawrence Taylor. So, and he also finished as a Super Bowl champion as well. So, just an overall dominant career by the feared Aaron Donald, who is no longer a part of the Los Angeles Rams. It is a sad day for the Rams, but a moment of celebration for all teams in the NFC West. Great career, Aaron Donald. Well deserved respect. Moving on, the Pittsburgh Steelers have officially traded former first-round draft pick Kenny Pickett to the Philadelphia Eagles, along with the 120th pick in the NFL draft, in exchange for the 98th pick and two 2025 7th-round picks. This was kind of expected as the Pittsburgh Steelers ended up signing Russell Wilson in this free agency period. That being said, a lot of people were wondering what was Kenny Pickett's situation going to be. Was he going to be Russell Wilson's backup? Was he going to demand his release? Or was he going to demand a trade? And it ended up being the last option. He ended up going to management, asking to be dealt, and he is officially going to the Philadelphia Eagles. The New York Jets have officially bolstered their offensive line, signing star left tackle Tyrone Smith, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys. Aaron Rodgers officially gets some protection on that blind side, and it is a 1-year, $20 million deal for the star left tackle. Sneaky move by the New York Jets. If they are intending to compete next year, this is a move that definitely helps them do that. And then finally, the Los Angeles Rams have officially signed journeyman quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo of the Las Vegas Raiders, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots, where he was a backup to Tom Brady. It is officially a 1-year deal. He is going to be the backup to Matt Stafford after Stafford has occasionally been hurt, more recently than not. That being said, Stafford did perform very well last season, and I do not expect Jimmy Garoppolo to see the field unless the worst happens. Unfortunate situation for a guy that was supposed to come into Vegas, help them right the ship after Derek Carr had left, and instead he isn't going to last into the new regime in Vegas and is now going back to California, but as a backup. That is all the time that we got left for this episode of Short Circuit Sports. If you like this episode and you would like to hear more, please subscribe, like this episode, turn on your notifications, the whole thing would really help me out, would also really help out the channel, and I would love to talk to more of you guys on a week-to-week basis. If you agreed or disagreed with anything that I said in this episode, please let me know down in the comments, and I will be sure to either debate you in the comments or address them in future episodes as well. Or if you guys didn't hear a particular topic and you wanted me to cover it, also let me know down in the comments, and I could very well address that in another episode as well. So with that being said, stay plugged in, stay charged up, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Short Circuit Sports. Have a good one.